Yes, I'm showing you my my clumsy wounds. I would call them more wounds, but they're not. It's looking pretty good today. There's this that my glasses smashed into, and I went down hard right on my face here. I'm lucky I didn't break whatever they call that area of the eye. But Constance put stuff on it, and well, yesterday I tripped, believe it or not, over clumps of clover. Sounds like an accident in paradise, doesn't it? But anyway, though, we've got round stepping stones. They're sort of made of a conglomerate of pebbles, and I went right on my face. And man, my age, that could be kind of a serious thing, and I lucked out for sure. But it's kind of hard for me. I'm lucky my glasses didn't break, because I think this wound right here, was caused by my glasses, and they survived. But anyway, thank you very much for all of your kind wishes. And as you know, I'm not a proud. I posted, please feel sorry for me, please. And that's the way I am. You know, I tell people when my birthday is and hope they send presents. And I am a shameless self-promoter, and thank all of you. When I said it'll make me feel better if you buy my new book, Accidental Christ, and a lot of you did. A lot of you did. I hope you enjoy the book, and thank you very much for humoring me in my sad condition. I am going to put my glasses on carefully, gingerly, for a few minutes this morning, while I talk about Qabalah initiation is how I build today's talk. The other day I mentioned Constance and I did a little event at 418 Oasis OTO here in Sacramento, and it was based on the Crowley's Liber Rarita, okay, which is a rarita is to the degree of Master of the Temple, as Abrahadabra is to the degree of Adeptus Minor. That's the simple explanation of that thing. But a rarita is sort of an extended comment / meditation / solo ritual, whereby you join opposites until they disappear, until you've overcome. Okay, you take an idea and then contrast it with its opposite idea, and then put both of them through a sort of a alchemical transformation, whereby they aren't opposite anymore. And that's kind of the equivalent of what happens when your consciousness is elevated above the rational thinking process and goes into sort of a direct identity with what's commonly called the divine consciousness. But anyway, And a few of you ask, hey, well, how do I use this text, this Class A document, Liber Orbita, for a practical way? What's the ritual like? And it's kind of hard to describe because Constance and I, over the years, with Monday night class and such, we always had a Monday evening full of 15 to 25 people in our living room. And so it was very easy for me to like print out 14 copies of Liber Orbita, because there's 14 verses in each of the 7 chapters, and together experiment with reading verse 1 of chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, and putting it together, mixing and matching it, so you just don't read it through in one. Of course, you do read it through first, but then you can see where verse 1 of chapter 1, how verse 1 of chapter 2 is just the opposite of that, and how verse 1 of chapter 3 synthesizes that, and how it mutates itself all the way to where it's all destroyed, if you will, or annihilated, or incinerated in the fire kadosh in chapter 7. Okay, and you don't really get a chance to see it that way until you got like 6 people in the room and say, okay, you're chapter 1, you're chapter 2, you're chapter 3. Let's read it like this. Let's go through it like this. And if you put those people in like chairs in the middle of the room, and you put them in a 7-pointed star, and then you have the order of the chapters draw out and invoking the 7-pointed star. You can go all sorts of ways with the thing. So it was really hard for me to answer that question. But it did bring to mind that even those of us who are lucky enough to be in esoteric groups of some kind that meet once a month or twice a month or once every week or once every couple of weeks and has classes and stuff, even if you're lucky enough to live in an area that has that opportunity for you, still, all of this stuff is done solo. Group workings are fine because they help inform you with your private work. In my opinion, all magic is solo, even magic that requires intimate contact with one, like personal love magic and things like that. Each of you are still acting as solo practitioners, okay? At least that's the way I look at things. So anyway, when I first wrote the Chicken Qabalah, I knew I was going to have to write another book that took the foundational material of the Chicken Qabalah and actually turned it into something actual, practical, in your face. Turn these meditations, turn this foundational material into an active, workable initiation ceremony, complete with study guides, home temple openings, things like that. And the most logical thing for me to do in a sort of an introductory course like that would be to have it based on the dynamics of the 22 letters of the Hebrew alphabet. The 3 mother letters for like the first degree, 7 double letters as the second degree, 12 simple letters as the third degree. And that's exactly what I did. And I've been lucky enough over the years to have a wonderful, dedicated group of people in various places around the country, including right here in Sacramento one year, to host a 3-day event at a hotel where we go through these 3 degrees complete with a ritual team and a banquet room to give us elbow room, floor cloths, and things like that. Okay, and it's wonderful. It's beautiful. But not everybody can do that, and that doesn't happen very often. So what do we do at home? So in the Son of Chicken Qabalah, not only do I have the scripts and the layout for the full group workings, but I also have in the study guide, the study portfolio for each of those degrees, home temple openings, home temple meditations, how you would set up your own altar, how you would go through the same step-by-step dynamic that we did in the group ceremony. And what I'm going to share with you today is just simply the home temple openings of the first degree, second degree, and third degree. Now, in the Chicken Qabalah, or the OHO, which is a temporary, informal Kabbalistic order, our holy order, generic term, OOO. We have handshakes and everything. The first one is "oh," and the second one is "uh-oh," and the third degree is "ooh." Okay, I'm going to shut up. I get crazy without my glasses because I can't see myself that well. I'll give you one more look at my owie. Ugh. It stings. Okay, here would be the first temple opening. And the first temple opening is at 3 mother letters of the Hebrew alphabet. And this is how creation starts. Okay, you're riding along on the creation scenario. And the single most important piece of furniture in the first degree is a simple candelabra with just 3 candles. A yellow candle for the mother letter Aleph, a blue candle for the mother letter Mim, and a red candle for the Hebrew letter Shin. Here is simple temple opening, and this is an abbreviated paraphrase of the full group working. Simple home temple opening to be performed prior to other home rituals, exercises, and meditations. You sit before your own altar. You make your own homemade altar. And there's just a couple things on it, including that candelabra. And then you clap 3 times. And here is your meditation. I dwell in timelessness before the birth of creation. I am poised at the formless, primal center of creation yet to be. Okay, imagine that right there, a black. That is the formless, primal center of creation yet to be. I am the God that creates limitless space from my dimensionless center. I am the God that brings forth form from formlessness. I am the God that fashions time from timelessness. I rule through the agency of the three mother letters. 3 extends and creates space, form, and time, and by doing so casts a spell of illusion. And here you light the yellow candle for Aleph. Aleph extends. I'll straighten it out there. Aleph extends, creating the illusion of above and below. Then you light the deep blue candle for Mem. Mem extends, creating the illusion of east and west. Then you light the red candle. Shin extends, creating the illusion of north and south. Now you make the first degree sign, and none of this stuff is secret, okay? This is not a secret thing, so there's signs and grips and words for every one of these degrees. So the sign, the first degree sign, is this. One on one eye, one on the other, one right in the middle. And the word is sort of get the idea of what it is. Then you say, the light is extended. The temple is builded. The temple is open. Okay. Then you begin whatever your meditations are going to be. Now, this is a very poor illustration of that. But what we've got is up, down, right, left, or east, west, and forward, backwards, or north and south. Okay. Now, if we would put walls at the top and the bottom, and the left and the right, and the front and the back, we would have a cube. And I'm going to put this right into this cube, because there we go. Hi there. Sarai, sarai. The cube has created up, down, north, south, east, and west. North, south, east, and west. Oh, yeah. Okay, then there's warm-up exercises and things like that, all pertaining to that first degree. By the time you're through with your first degree initiation and everything else, you know those mother letters backwards, forwards, ups and downs, and right and left. Okay. You're very familiar with them. You've drawn them out. You've meditated on them. You've used the flashing colors associated with those primary colors. There's meditations on that. You become literally master of the three mother letters. Then you're ready for the second degree. And let's see here. And there's a simple temple opening for the second degree. Now, the second degree is based on the 7 double letters. Now, why are they called double letters? Well, first of all, the 3 creates double things. The 1 of Aleph created the above and the below. Okay, so each one of these sides here intimates, at the very least, duality. And now we're getting further and further away from that purely aspect, pure singularity. The 3 kind of disturbs that pre-existent perfection. And now the duality created by that is going to disturb it a little more, the 7 double letters. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, at least early on, these letters had 2 kind of distinct ways you could pronounce them, okay, in keeping with their doubleness nature. Like bet is either bet, bait, biet, or vet. Got it. Kind of a double way to say it. Now, as the 3 candelabra was the main bit of furniture for the first degree temple, the second degree temple is the menorah. Now, these are colored. You can't really see the colors very well with their labels, but they are the 7 kind of colors there. And here's the simple temple opening for the second degree. And you clap 7 times. 3, 1, 3. Darkness. There's no lit candles at all. Sit before the altar. At the beginning, the candles of the menorah are unlit. Darkness. Before light expands and shatters into colors, sounds, shifting forms, and pairs of opposites. Strike a match. Light in extension, and that's what we did with the 3 Hebrew letters, 3 mother letters. Light in extension, and then you light the center black candle. Okay, the center black candle. It's the only one of these that are lit right now. And then you take it out of the menorah. I'm not going to do it right now because I need all my hands here. But imagine that black candle is now lit, and then you take it out because you're going to do stuff with it. 7 seals the limits of space and form and time. 7 divides itself against itself. Then you light the yellow candle. Now that's the candle for Beth. Lighting the yellow Beth candle. Phantom life that dreams of death. Then on the way over on the other side, you light the blue Gimel candle. Phantom peace that dreams of war. Light the green Daleth candle. Phantom wisdom that dreams of folly. Then you light the Kaf candle. The purple violet one there. Phantom wealth that dreams of poverty. Light the red Pei candle. Phantom beauty that dreams of ugliness. Then you light the orange Resh candle. Fruitfulness, phantom fruitfulness that dreams of sterility. Then you put the black one back in the center. Phantom dominion that dreams of slavery. 3 are against 3, and 1 places them in equilibrium. The temple is illuminated. The temple is opening. Okay, so in a sense, what we've got, using that black center thing, singularity in the center, and these 6 sides, top, bottom, north, south, east, west, we've created the cube of space. Now you'll notice that there's 12 edges along that 12, and you'll see that I've got those identified with signs of the zodiac for the edges. And that's what it's going to characterize our 3rd degree. Now those 12 edges could also be shown as a 12-sided figure, a dodecahedron, with the 12 simple letters of the zodiac. And inside this, what created this is this cube. And what created this cube is that this thing, the mother letters, the pipe cleaner mother letters. This, inside this, inside this. And the Lord said, and it was good. Simple 3rd degree home temple opening to be performed prior to other rituals, exercises, and meditations. On the altar are placed both the candelabra, the 3-1, and the menorah, all unlit. Sit comfortably before the altar and clap 12 times. Strike a match and light the black Tav candle and pluck it from the menorah. Now, why am I picking the black? Because the black started it all. Okay. And you say, the point, I am. And using the flame of the Tav candle, light the Aleph, Mem, and Shin candles on the candelabra. The point burst as 3 extended rays. Replace the Tav candle in the center of the menorah and pluck the Aleph candle, the yellow Aleph candle from the 3 candelabra. Using the Aleph candle, light the Beth and Gimel candle on the menorah. Replace the Aleph candle and pluck the Mem candle off of the 3 candelabra. Using the Mem candle, light the Daleth and the Kaf candle on the menorah. Then you replace that candle and pluck the Shin, or the red candle, off the 3 candelabra. And using the Shin candle, light the Pei candle. There we go, the red one there. Pei candle and the Resh candle. And using the Shin candle, yeah, okay. Then you say, 3 rays sealed the limits of space and time. And you replace the Shin candle and provoked a 12-fold war of roses. The temple is open. Now, where did I get all of this shit? From probably the most important, the oldest, and the most fundamental of the Kabbalistic documents, the Sefer Yetzirah. And at the very end, see how pure that was, okay, as a singularity. Then you see it bursting into literally creating elbow room for existence. And within that spatial environment, any even perceived or imagined movement within that spatial existence creates the concept of time, or relative time. Time and space created by all of that. Now, from us down here, it looks like creation. But from that consciousness, it seems like a real downer. Okay, it looks like, oh, I'm falling asleep, and then I'm falling asleep inside of a dream, and oh God, inside that dream, I'm falling asleep inside another dream, okay? Until war. All of these, elemental, planetary, zodiacal, all mixed up, all in motion, all forming temporary alliances and enemies, in the same way that certain planets are compatible with one another, and certain elements play host happily to planet. Okay, I fell down yesterday, hit my head, and that's what you get for today's talk. Anyway, until tomorrow, continue to be good to yourself, be good to each other, make yourself one of these goddamn rattles. And you can find out all of that in a, believe it or not, a more serious vein in Chicken Qabalah and Son of Chicken Qabalah. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Love is the law, love under will.